Men don't commit to a woman because they're ready in their own life. They commit because they met someone they don't want to risk losing. And as much as I want to believe in the taxi cab theory, the idea that a man is like a taxi and when the light is on, he's ready all of a sudden and whoever gets in is the one he commits to, I just don't think that's fully true. And here's why. We have all seen the man who swore he wasn't ready, who told every woman in his life that he needed to focus on himself, that he wasn't in the right place for a relationship, that the timing just was not right. And then he met someone, and within 30 days, the light was on. Same man, same season of his life, same career, same finances, same everything he was using as an excuse. Suddenly, he's ready. Because readiness in men is not a destination they arrive at on their own pace. It's a response to the right person. The taxi cab theory lets men off the hook, I would say, a little too easily. It frames commitment as something that happens to them rather than something they actually choose. But the truth is, a man who meets a woman he genuinely cannot imagine losing will find a way to be ready. He will figure out the finances. He will sort out his priorities. He will make it work because the fear of losing her becomes greater than the comfort of staying uncommitted. So if he told you he wasn't ready and then committed to someone else shortly after, the timing was never the issue. You just weren't the person who made him afraid of not committing, and that distinction will save you years.
I find this particular comment rather ironic, especially considering it came from a video where I had indicated that any woman who specifically makes content only about disparaging and despising men is in fact the most male-centered, and on top of that, they have no actual personalities if it wasn't for despising men, and it apparently seems that some feel rather called out by that. And I just happen to say, how fortuitous, because they can actually explain to us in excruciating detail how exactly they are not in fact male-centered when it seems to be the only thing that they have to talk about. But yet they think that I'm male-centered for defending men, as well as other groups of people, from those who would make generalizations about them. So how exactly does that make any reasonable sense? I would actually like to hear that. And I would also like to know how exactly I'm a pick-me, especially since I've said that I'm not interested in dating. So please do explain that in excruciating detail.
I want to ask all the men who follow me something. Be very honest in the comments. How many of you are trapped in a marriage or a toxic relationship right now because you are terrified of losing your kids? How many of you know that divorce means getting absolutely by tens of thousands of dollars in lawyer fees, losing half of your house, half your stuff, and watching her also go after the business that you broke your back for years to build? How many of you are getting yelled at, disrespected, unappreciated, and treated like straight up garbage in your own home while not getting laid in years? I see you, my dudes. I do. There are far too many of you. I read all of your messages daily. Listen to me. It's not worth it. Stop being a hostage in your own house. Don't become a human doormat for the kids. Your children don't need to watch their father get emasculated and destroyed every single day. Yes, leaving is going to hurt like the fight will be brutal, but this slow, miserable that you're living right now, that's not a life. Keep your dignity, stay strong, and fight back. Your kids will respect you more for it, and you will thank yourself for that.
If you want to be with a man who is wealthy, who makes millions, listen to this. It's not about pandering to him, and it's not about giving him everything he wants or everything he thinks he wants. A man who is truly wealthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, he does not want a woman who is bending over backwards, turning herself into a pretzel in order to please him. He wants a woman whose energy elevates him higher. A woman who is so embodied in her worth, so anchored that just being around her calls him higher. But if your energy is still holding on to scarcity, insecurity, self-abandonment, abandonment, then even if you end up attracting that wealthy man, he will actually make you feel more insecure, more alone, and more afraid because your energy field can't handle that dynamic yet. So never contort yourself to be picked by a high-value man. Become the woman whose energy naturally matches his and takes him even higher.
I've said it plenty of times before, and I'm going to keep saying it until y'all women understand it. Men, most men, by the way, not all men, but most men, when I say most men, I'm talking about 98.7% of men do not have a standard. They might have a preference, and 9 times out of 10, that preference ain't even available to them. Their preference is not even available to them. Hence why you'll go through a man's phone and realize there's no such thing as a woman that don't get it. Like when y'all be like, oh, I get it. Oh, you don't get it. We all get it. These are available to all of us. Yes, they that down to the ground. They them down to the floor. The only time in which a man has this standard is on social media. Us dark skin pull the same type of you light skin pull. My ex-husband's mama had like 9 or 10 kids before her current husband married her and is currently taking care of her financially. Now, whether he's a good or not, how many of these really are good? That's not the question. But she still got to come in and take care of all her kids and pay her bills. These are accessible to all of us, okay? To all of us. 9 times out of 10, there's no such thing as a man being off limits to you. There's no such thing.
Dating is expensive. Women only like men with money. She doesn't like you. That's what it is. Because when she likes you, everything is free. If you got to spend a band on her every time you see her, she doesn't like you. Because somewhere in your city, there is a woman who is madly in love with a man who cannot do jack for her with unkept dreads, dirty long fingernails, and dookie draws. Couch surfing. If that's the case, if women only like men with money, why does the show Love After Lockup exist? You think those is working? They're not. They just got a prison, the jail, the slammer. You know who recently got married? Felice Johnson, the booty warrior. I like it and I want you. I like booty. He got married and his wife knows all about him. She probably saw his episode. You think he's working after taking booty for 50 years in jail? No. When she likes you, it doesn't matter. She doesn't like you. Try dating women who like you, dumb.
You made reference to he's supposed to take care of his queen. Those are values that were emphasized in earlier days and believed in. After the women's movement, many prefer to live a life that is more balanced between the male and female, meaning treat each other pretty much the same. Mm-hmm. The old way also meant that the woman did all the cooking and the cleaning. What would you do to take care of him in exchange?
I can think of other ways.
Tell me.
You really want me to say
Yeah.
As far as in the bedroom?
In the bedroom, or that you would do that to be taken care of? That
No.
That is. When you say taking care of you, you're referring to financially taking care of you or using his money. And in exchange for the money he spends on you, you say what you give him is something in the bed.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to agree with the women, man. You got some tendencies and traits, like, about yourself. Like, man, this has been the most time I've saw it, man. Like, man, she don't understand, man. I'm trying to get her to realize that me, we gonna be like this. And you don't have a kid with her. Like, bro, maybe don't stop with that female for you around to have a kid, and then it really be hard to tell her some then. Cause now he don't give a about none of that. Like, bro, if she ain't listening to what the you saying, bro, and you supposedly, I'm to be respected, I'm standing on principles and morals, and you don't cut her off, as weird as that sound, she's not gonna respect you, bro. You gotta walk off, bro, and leave her alone, nigga, and do something better for yourself, and then she gonna be on some, yeah, let me start listening, get back with him. Nigga, if that's the case, but I ditched the nigga, I'm not about to put up.
Women hate with self-respect. Me and this girl made plans to hang out and, not too much. She was just supposed to come over to the crib, right? Last minute, she canceled on me. So I'm like, all right, cool. Just tell me everything I need to know. So shorty trying to plan again, and I'm like, I'm cool off you. You dig what I'm saying? You canceled the first time. I'm cool off you. This little hoe gonna say, ooh, you a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch because I got self-respect, shorty. These hoes, these women is so used to being desperate nowadays. Shorty, I've never been a desperate type on Jesus Christ. Don't rain check on me. On me.
And I really do appreciate Lauren and women with Lauren, women like Lauren that can, kind of speak to a man and say, hey, you're worth more than that. Once again, this does not excuse you from being held accountable for the things that you did. If you move on, you still have to show up for your child. You still have to be a good parent. You still have to be a good human being. I think that should go without saying, but, let's go ahead and say it just to make sure that people aren't saying, oh, well, y'all never hold men accountable. No, men need to be on their job. They need to be on their purpose. They need to be on their mission, vision, all of that stuff. They should have that defined. But a lot of times people aren't speaking up for men. People aren't advocating for men. And that's what men are looking for, especially in relationships, obviously in society in general, but especially in relationships.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Yes, I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids, and if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. For me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
Fellas, do you know how badly we have to have dropped the ball over the years for women to even have the audacity to speak as if we qualify, she might consider allowing us to take care of her and her kids? She said, are you even equipped to take care of us? Like we gotta qualify first, and then if we're lucky, she might select one of us. All of the desperate panda bears and the beta men who put this battery in this woman's back, step to the front of the line. Back to the streets with you.
This is a very vulnerable share because I'm talking about being single in my late 30s. And it's so crazy because I'm either crushing it or I'm completely messing this up. Like, it just feels like there's no middle ground, because if the thing is family, children, like that is like something you don't want to miss the window for or mess up. But then again, on the other side, it's like, I'm building my business. I'm building my legacy. I'm serving. I'm building my relationships. I'm healing. I'm becoming this woman, and I'm sculpting myself as the woman that's going to be the best mother, the best wife possible. But yet, if I don't prioritize the thing of family, I will miss out on it. So it's like, what am I to do in this case? And honestly, I don't even want that right now because I feel so happy. It's such a weird thing, and I never thought I would be here.
Men, protecting your peace starts with learning how to say no without guilt. Say no to things that don't serve you. Say no to things that don't benefit you or your family. Say no to things that drain you. Say no to conversations that don't help you grow. Say no to arguments that don't need to happen. Say no to distractions that break your focus. This is what Call Me First is about. Becoming that man. Pick this book up. It's down in the orange card. Pick this book up. It is a man's blueprint for true leadership at home. Experiences that I've went through that I figured out maybe I can help another man with. It is real life experiences. I can't make it any better than that. Real life experiences. Pick this book up. It's guaranteed to help you. Pick this book up.
I think I figured out why some people stay single for so long. It's not trauma, it's peace. And after enough time alone, it just stops hurting. You wake up calm, You make plans without negotiating your day with somebody. You don't have to manage moods. You don't overthink how you sounded. You just exist. And then this uncomfortable thought shows up. Maybe I don't actually want a relationship. Not because I'm broken. I just don't want to lose this. Because the last time I had one, I don't know. I gave up a lot of peace for that honestly really didn't matter. And that's the part that messes with me. I still want a connection. I just don't want chaos again. Is it up to feel calmer alone?
Oh, I ain't dating no struggling men. I ain't dating no men that work at McDonald's. If a man's struggling, he shouldn't be dating. Well, listen. I'm here to tell you that if a man shouldn't be dating because he's struggling, sis, we shouldn't be dating then. Because let me tell you something. If you get food stamps, you struggling. You get Medicare, you struggling. You get WIC, you struggling. You got Section 8, you struggling. You get housing, you struggling. You ain't standing on your own 2 feet by yourself. You need some help. Did I say something wrong? Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Apparently, these are the top 5 best and worst cities to be dating in 2026. Maybe it affects, like how you match on Cuff, Hinge, whatever you're using. So we're gonna start with the best. Starting with Atlanta, Georgia. Apparently, they have an unmarried population of about 70%. Number 2 is Las Vegas. Obviously, there's a ton of things to do, so I guess the dating scene is pretty fun. Number 3 is Tampa, which is funny because it's where I live. It's like, I don't know. 4 is Seattle. A lot of young professionals, I guess some really fun places to go on dates. I would love to go to Seattle. I've never been. And number 5 is Pittsburgh. Affordable, I guess the culture there is kind of starting to gain some traction. Next video, I'll do the worst ones.
Someone was asking me if I'm dating and I said no because I just honestly can't with the recovery time. Like, it's the recovery period you need after dating someone is so taxing. I no longer have availability for it. I'm just like, no more. You're my husband or we're not. No, or it's a no. It's just, it takes, as someone who's such a deep feeler, it just takes me too much to recover.
If you choose to be with a man who is not a feminist, you cannot call yourself a feminist. I'm sick of seeing women talk about the men that they're dating and be like, yeah, I keep trying to explain it to him. I keep trying to get to him to see why it's important. Why are you defending your rights to the person who's supposed to be your partner? That's just embarrassing. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't see you as a person. He doesn't think that you should have rights. And you're defending him. You cannot call yourself a feminist if you choose to stay with a person who does not also believe in feminism. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Baby, I like you so.
Strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for my friends. Nobody makes it from my ends. I had to bust up the silence. You know you gotta stick by me. Soon as you see the text, reply me. I don't wanna spend time fighting. We got no time and that's why I need a one dance. Gotta see in Miami. One.
Women be like, man, where's all the masculine men at? Where's all the real men at? Do you not realize a real man ain't, like, they're not putting up that stupid shit I be talking about, all that back and forth, all that emotion, just to, like, all that delusional shit I be coming up in your head. A real man not dealing with that shit. I want y'all to understand that. So say what it is. Where are all the suckers that's gonna allow me to do whatever the fuck I want and not backtalk me and just simply pay for all the bills? Why don't y'all just be very specific? Because y'all don't really want a man that's a real man, because y'all going to pop y'all and he gonna leave your dumb where you stand. Like, I don't think y'all understand that. Like, all this, I want a real man. A real man don't go back and forth, bro. Like, a genuine real is not going back and forth with you. All that that shit's a done. Bitch, you get your ass replaced immediately. Y'all are not cut out for those type of dudes, bro. So be more specific and say, where are all the suckers that's gonna allow me to talk back to him, raise my voice, get emotional as fuck for no reason, and talk back, and he's just gonna put up with it and deal with it. If y'all say that, then y'all could get a better chance of finding those type of guys. But y'all keep lying and saying, man, we're all the real men that... You don't shut your stupid up, dumb.
Boy, I don't trust. Hoes be too slick, don't trust that. Better suck my. DJ, you're the beast, so it's a bang. Boy, I don't trust. Hoes be too slick, don't trust that. Better suck my. Now why Leah had to move my crib. Name one hoe real. Stop playing, little boy, better check a DM. Now you like who.
I just know 73% of households in America that's black are headed by single mothers. Let's go there.
We're not gonna put that all on the woman though, right?
You are the deciding factor. You chose to hide a baby. Let the come in you and try to blame him. It's on you, baby. The average woman got 2 or more babies by 2 or more side that she picked. Who's doing the picking? Listen, ladies, y'all are the deciding factor.
And like Stacey was saying, a lot of these modern women, I don't want to make the case that you're worthless, but the way you be speaking to men is, it's as if you think that they're worthless. I mean, you have 3 kids. You have 3 kids by 3 different men. I have to manage all of those situations, all of those relationships. I have to manage. Oh, well, you don't have to do that. I always did da. There might be a time where you're sick. We might have kids of our own. You're pregnant. Oh man, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna, because modern women do that. Oh, I'm just gonna buck up and throw myself together. No, you're not. Go sit your stupid behind down. Turn on the TV. You know you can't get up out of bed. What you doing? Go sit down somewhere. Be making stuff harder than it actually needs to be. In those moments when you gotta sit down and rest, and it don't even have to be pregnant. You might just come home from work, just tired from life, taking care of the kids. Okay, gotta meet my baby daddy or my child's father at the drop-off point. Can you do it? Can you take him this time? Or I'm out of town on business, or I'm taking care of my mother or my father, whatever business you have. Can you, as my husband, take care of this for me? So I'm going to have to interact. I'm going to have to manage those relationships. Hopefully the man complies and he's not crazy, but if he doesn't, I'm going to have to manage that relationship. That's what y'all are looking past. Oh, you don't got to worry about this, and I do. Those are relationships and extensions of you that I have to manage.
I think it's funny how guys will go years being single, you know, never wanting a girlfriend, and then finally they get a girlfriend and their homies are like, oh my god, man, what happened? Is she really good in bed or something?
It takes this man so long to actually have a girlfriend because on average, it takes years for a man to find a woman that is loyal, supports the things that he has actually already built into his life, and is loving. These qualities in a woman make that man feel loved for who he is as a person. She's not trying to use him for what can benefit her, and she's not trying to change him. And look, the truth is that as long as this man is attracted to her, this will get her to girlfriend level. Now, to get to wife level, this does require something additional. And if this man is smart, which most men are nowadays, because no men are rushing to get married, they know the consequences of a failed marriage. This one thing is that he will wait to get reciprocation. Because when a man gets reciprocation from a woman, that man feels respected. He feels appreciated and he will feel desired. And that honestly, it convinces him that she values the relationship enough that she wouldn't just let it crumble apart so easily. She would be the type to really dig her heels in and fix the relationship issues before leaving. So in conclusion, ladies, if you really want that man to be with you, to choose you, and to marry you, show the reciprocation, show the effort, you will like the results.
You know, one thing I'm going to tell you right now is I've been single for so long that I'm starting to enjoy it. I'm starting to enjoy the travels. I'm starting to enjoy work even more. I'm starting to enjoy making new friends and meeting new people. I always thought being alone was going to be rough. I always wanted the wife, the kids, the money, the cars, the house. That's all I wanted, was just a wife and a kid in reality. But being alone has made me accept that. Maybe sometimes it takes a little bit of time to find your true love. Right now, you're just enjoying life. Every step, every breath I take, I'm blessed to be alive. I'm never taking things for granted, and I appreciate the memories that I'm creating. I love my life. Don't get me wrong, I love my life. But life is getting just so much better every single minute, just enjoying it and not stressing about, when am I going to get married? When am I going to get married? Where am I going to find somebody? I'm honestly truly happy. I'm truly happy. I felt that. I truly felt that.
I'm 31 years old and I've never been in love. Like, never had a proper girlfriend in the way that I've actually asked them to, like, be my girlfriend. I had 4 3-month relationships that followed a very similar arc. Definitely not an avoider. I'm still convinced I haven't found the right person. But I've told the internet this through, various captions and posts, and I've never really spoken it to camera, which seems to make it that much more real. But regardless, I'm not giving up. I don't think I ever will. I think there's always time. I don't think anyone's inherently broken in the sense that they can't achieve this, though there is some work required, I believe, to perhaps unlock that risk, or not that risk, that openness. Because it's definitely a bit of a protection mechanism for me. I believe so. But it's definitely still possible. I get a lot of messages and DMs and comments around like, I've given up. I think that's the worst thing you can do, is give up. Love is still out there, everyone. I believe in you all. I see you. Good luck.
A woman needs a man, and a man needs a woman. This is not a weakness. It's not outdated. It's the purest form of nature. It's the ultimate truth, and it's why the Creator made it that way. And somewhere along the line with neo-feminism, we started believing that we should compete instead of complement. We got this ideology thinking that independence came from us being isolated. We forgot that strength doesn't come from doing it alone. It comes from knowing when to lean in and be vulnerable with your partner, from creating safety and embracing polarity and learning how to heal together. I've always looked at it this way. It's like the masculine is the riverbank and the feminine is the flowing water. One gives direction, one gives life. Alone, they exist, and they are. But together, they create a world. I don't know. Just something to think about.
Listen, fellas, birds of a feather flock together. I cannot stress to you how important it is for you to vet the friends of the woman you're talking to. Got a little story for you. Me and the boys, we go out in Dallas last night. A couple of my boys started talking to these girls. The girl came over actually to us and was like, hey, my friends want to talk to you. So they go over, they start chatting, doing whatever. They're talking with them for about an hour. Each of my boys gets one of their phone numbers. They text them after, trying to hang out and everything. Go over the Instagram, they all have boyfriends, every last one of them. And what does this tell us? Birds of a feather flock together. If your girl's got 2 hoe friends, chances are she's the 3rd hoe friend. So you need to take a long look at who your girl is friends with, because they are going to influence her decisions, and they are going to influence how she acts when she's hanging out with them and when they're out in public together. So you guys got to stay alert, because it's a cold world out here, and I can't tell you how many of you, your girl's out here acting like this. No mention of a boyfriend, ever. My boys had no clue. Stay safe.
Are you okay with multiple women?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Do you feel like that comes with this successful CEO? I have it, because that's what they're saying.
Is that not what he said?
I'm trying to cook.
With what the we agreed to. If we agree to monogamy, I don't care how many are on your. If that's what we agreed to, that's what I expect. So
no matter the success.
No,
And
not if that's what
we understand that comes with it. I understand that women come with that.
Yeah.
I understand that. But like she said, if we agreed that it was me and you, then we agreed that it's me and you. And if you can be disciplined in all the other areas in your life, you need to be disciplined in that too. If you can be disciplined to make sure you make that bag, you need to be disciplined enough to not f***ing cheat on me or to tell me if you want to f*** another bitch.
Come on.
That's the agreement we signed up for.
Come on.
Anyone can be a anybody can sleep around, and men do it way more than women do.
Yeah, well, actually, so here's the thing. Whore is a pejorative term. So let me ask you a question. What's your body count?
My body count? Yeah. I'd rather not share that on the internet.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's a reason why you don't want to disclose that.
Yes, because I have free will and I can say what I want. Thank you.
No, sure. The reason why you don't want to disclose it, as well as women in general don't want to disclose that, because women understand that their sexuality defines their value in the dating marketplace. So women instinctually know that their body count directly affects, and their past promiscuity directly affects their ability to find a suitor in the future, right? So when people use a term like whore, which is a pejorative term, that's attributed to women because you guys care about your body count because that limits your ability to find a man. But for us, the more partners we have, typically the more value we have.
Mirren's missing something intensely important. It's not that girls desire a man with more past partners. They simply desire a man that girls already want. Sleeping around will attract girls, but what type of girls? It's not gonna be the genuinely good Christian girl you'd want to marry, bro. Instead, it's gonna be the ladies that could care less about purity. You can be desired without sleeping around, Myron. You got the looks, you got the charisma, you got the drive. But as long as you stay promiscuous, you'll never attract the good godly girl you'd want to marry, bro.
Women are not to submit to emotional husbands. I personally knew a Christian woman who went to my church who stayed with an emotional husband who also went to church with her for 20 years. And sadly, she got sicker and sicker and sicker until she ultimately developed a brain tumor. And then her husband got remarried to a healthy woman, and within a year she began to get sick. So what was wrong with the husband? Why was he so emotionally behind closed doors, even though he appeared to be godly? Well, he was by his own father. So he had his own demons that tormented his wives and his children. So everyone has heard that God hates divorce, but did you know that in that same scripture it talks about the man who deals treacherously with the wife of his youth, which leads to divorce, which is the cause of the divorce. And it can be emotional. Again, those demons and those who are operating in that are smart enough to realize I better not lay a hand on them because then they might leave. But boy, I can tear.
And the woman was talking about, because I think it was like it's a panel of women on the tonight's conversation. They were talking about, I don't care how much money you make. If you said it's going to be us and that's the agreement, then it's going to be us. No other women in this. We're not doing none of that. You're going to abide by our agreement. I'm glad you said that. Because once again, we do have an agreement. A lot of times modern women, they like that agreement to be, okay, whenever you got to take care of something or whenever it's on your side, then it's hard. It don't change. It can't change. But like James Sexton, a divorce lawyer, said, in the eyes of the law, a lot of things that men do, it's tangible. A lot of things that women do, not saying that it doesn't make any difference, not saying that it's not important, but it can't really be measured. It's intangible in terms of what you can measure by the law. So they can see a man's money or his finances or whatever he's doing and say, okay, this is how we're going to measure. But for women, it's a little bit different. That's what men keep saying. We want to have all of these agreements about what I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to be at, how I'm going to be contributing to the relationship. But then when it comes to women, it's optional. It's almost as if I don't want it to, it won't exist.
Dating without a title is just a situationship. Girl, you're in a situationship. And unless you require a relationship in order to continue this, he's just going to keep taking the free pancakes. You act like if you give a guy free pancakes this whole time, why would he want to commit? And he doesn't want to commit too long term anyway. Ladies, you got to get smart about this. This isn't even about him. This is about you. If he's refusing to commit to you and doesn't want a relationship with you, and if you're somebody who's dating with purpose, then you don't stay in the situationship. Then you leave it. See, at some point, you got to take accountability for your actions or your lack of actions. If you want something with this, then you require it, and if it don't happen, then you bounce. Then you bounce. Then you bounce. Because otherwise, this will continue. And yes, he could be interested in you and not want to commit to you and keep you around because, of course, he gets free steak and free pancakes. Why would he turn that down? I don't understand. You give me a good reason. He won't turn it down. So, unless you're going to make it a requirement, I don't want to hear another peep about it's exhausting. Listening to this is semi-exhausting. Not going to lie to you.
Stop the show. If you guys really think that your guy friend is your guy friend, this is what we're going to do. We're going to grab your phones.
Bam.
We're going to bring them on set.
Let's do it.
I want you guys to each text that guy. Yeah, now you're starting to get shaky.
Yeah.
I want you to text him. Why haven't we ever dated? Or why haven't we ever hooked up? And I want to see what his response is.
Okay, so I have a question. Like, why we never dated?
I think because Prince.
What?
I think because of Prince.
What? Why?
I don't know.
But, I mean, you know, we're best friends.
I know that, but
Just say I like you.
always talk about how much he hurt you and stuff, you know. And I thought you wasn't ready.
Like, we cool. I always liked you, so I just wanted to know your side, you know?
I would be pretty honest. It crossed my mind, but
Bro!
Dating apps? You know, like, I mean, off rip, getting a match is an eye-opening slog through the most hurtful. Then you just gotta text somebody you've never met for like 3 weeks straight, just keeping up elevator level small talk for a month. Good luck, champ. All for them to just get a little nervous before showtime and fully ghost you before the date. And then, back to the drawing board, brother. Rinse and repeat. Keep it up. Just talking. Endlessly talking. You're making jokes. They're not landing because they don't understand your sense of humor because once again, you've never met them in real life. You don't know if you vibe. You just know what emoji they use the most. You know their favorite emoji. Honestly, one of my friends recommended Duet to me and I was obviously a little skeptical, but there was one feature I liked where it was instead of endlessly swiping, it goes, here's a date idea, here's the place, go. Like it just scheduled it for me, and that's pretty helpful. That works for someone like me who doesn't have the mental fortitude to do any type of planning, and it also pushes away the anxiety of doing such a task. Turns out meeting in real life works better than spinning your wheels over text. Who would have thunk? Who knew?
How would a man who makes a woman his first priority drive the woman insane?
Because you guys, you got so much to give. You have such capacities for productivity, for getting things done, for creativity. Like, y'all are amazing. And if that's all focused on me, I don't need enough to occupy you. I need enough that you could really help me, probably every day, several times a day, in different ways. But to be the focus of all that attention, all that mind power, all that oomph, it would be emasculating to you, and it would feel needy and controlling and icky to me. So just as a man is looking for a woman who has a passion that feeds her, that she can bring to the relationship, you gotta have a purpose. You gotta have something you're up to. That's hot.
Listen to what she just said. A man isn't meant to make a woman his whole world. Not because he doesn't care, but because he's built to build. When a man pours all his energy into a woman, it doesn't feel like love. It feels like pressure. She doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to join your purpose. A man with no mission starts orbiting her. A man with a mission invites her into his world. That's the difference between neediness and leadership. So, a woman doesn't want to be your whole life. She wants to be a part of a life that's already moving.
In the matriarchy, would males have to compete for their basic survival like they do in nature? And you're right, in a large-scale matriarchy, of course males wouldn't have to compete for their basic survival. Matriarchies develop communitarian systems that make sure all humans have their needs met. That includes women, children, and men. For an idea of how this would work or look structurally, Kate Raworth's donut economy is a really good example. So under the patriarchy, males do have to compete for their basic survival. We all do. And that's because male nature is what is guiding civilization. Patriarchy is a large-scale systemic manifestation of male psychology. If you don't understand what I mean by that, please go watch this video first. Under a patriarchy, the male's competitive psychology, survival of the fittest, takes over. This is why we have things like war and poverty, when we have both enough rationality and enough resources to end both of those things. Matriarchal economies are distributive, so it would prevent the need for competing for basic survival resources, since survival would nearly be guaranteed. The problem in the patriarchy is that the male competitive nature, the male recklessness, the male risk-taking is out in front, and it's what's leading everything. And that is not what should be leading society. Because of the competitive nature of the male, the patriarchal systems have developed around the principle of competition, which is why everyone has to compete for their basic survival. And that is one of the main problems with patriarchy. The male's competitive drive, the male's reckless drive has a place, but it should not be leading society. It should not be the thing that's in front. It needs to be guided and tempered by feminine communitarian values. That way we don't end up with individuals or groups dominating over other groups. Feminine leadership makes sure the needs of the whole are met. Male recklessness, male risk-taking, male competitiveness has a place in society. It can help drive forward innovation, help us navigating through dangerous situations. For instance, in a hunter-gatherer society, you need the guy who's going to try the mushroom before anybody else to see if it's either tasty or if it's going to you or if it's going to let you have an encounter with God. Male nature has a place in society. It's valuable. It should just not be what's in front leading everybody.
You've heard of Passport Bros? You know what that is?
No.
So Passport Bros is pretty much...
What is Passport Bros? Is this Dubai DMs?
Close, it's pretty close.
Yeah,
it's like the reverse
It's
almost.
the reverse, yeah.
So it's pretty much men from the West, like North America, United States, and Canada. They are now going to, let's say, Europe, the Middle East, South America, Colombia, and they're finding their wife there.
Why is that?
Because they find that the women in Europe, in the Middle East, or in South America have traditional values.
More like down to earth and...
Well, it's not that they're down to earth. Like they're more like they're just old school. Like they want to cook for you, they want to clean for you, they want to be like that person for you, right? And I think that's hard to find here right now.
So today we have who you're following matters. And that's because we have an epidemic currently going on with guys following way too many women that they don't know. Why are you following 500 different women that literally don't know that you even exist? They don't even know that you breathe air. Sounds pretty stupid when I say it out loud, right? So you're just giving away your attention for free. You're just putting it out there. Anybody can have it. Woman doesn't even have to know your name. You're sitting here liking pictures, jerking off to Instagram stories. Sounds pretty to me. I don't know about you. And as if my opinion's not enough, we can even incorporate the higher form of intelligence's opinion. Let's have a look. Should you be following random IG models that don't even know who you are? Look at that. No, it's a digital resume of desperation, and it tells every girl who visit your profile that you're easily distracted by some pixels. That's you guys, following all these IG hoes out here. Not a good look. And for my final point, the IG models get enough attention. Save yours. I don't know what you guys are looking for by following all these girls, but all you're doing is you're repelling all the women that you may actually have a chance with. So stop doing this. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today, and I will see you at the same time again tomorrow.
The easiest way to find out
what a man is truly about is to identify his relationship with money. If he's constantly chasing after money, constantly chasing after being a player and stuff like that, he is not after a high value woman. Men who chase after money are trying to compensate for lack of emotional maturity. They're trying to attract men or ego, because high value women don't care about money. They don't care about how much money you make. They don't care about your chain. They don't care about your watch. They don't care about that stuff. High value women care about how open you are, how deep you are, how deep is your love. That's what high value women care about. So I be confused on.
And like Alison Armstrong was saying, and the guy kind of followed up. He said a woman doesn't want to be in a relationship with a guy that is all the attention is focused on her. She wants to be in a relationship with a guy that has something going on, right? A lot of modern women, they say they want a simp, but you'll watch Fresh and Fit podcasts, and a lot of these ladies will say, oh yeah, and I want a man to simp on me. I want him to love on me. I want him to give me this, and this. But when the man does that, then, well, you don't really have anything else to do. Why are you still around here? Well, I was, took off the whole day to show you love and affection because that's what you said that you wanted. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you can go do whatever you were doing. Because a lot of these modern women, they not really trying to have you around the house like that. That's why they be making up stuff like, oh, I'm overstimulated. And I get it. I understand that is a thing. You can, in fact, be overstimulated. But that's not the case for a lot of these modern women at all. Because Chad and Tyrone aren't overstimulating them. And Chad and Tyrone be all up in that thing. You are overstimulating me. Your money's not. But you are.